What's going on, everybody? It's your boy T Spill. Welcome to Spilling All the Tea. Today, talking about Married to Medicine Season 3, Episode 6. Be straight up with you guys. I thought that this episode, for what it's worth, was boring. I didn't really get much from it. I mean, granted, it was a whole lot of shade and whatnot, and I could deal with that. And I mean, it was some reads going too, but I don't know. I think that it has lost everything, and the magic that they should have, they gotten rid of, and I'll get to that momentarily. So I'm gonna just get through this. Hopefully, I can make this enjoyable for y'all. Cause I was about to put this in the TV smoothie, but I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I'm just getting y'all the video. So we'll see how long I can make this. So Heavenly's Angels. So Heavenly wants to, apparently she already has this group called Heavenly's Angels, and it's where she, mentors and encourages women. Cool, that's fine. And she's talking with her daughter, explaining it to her daughter and whatnot. And she wants her daughter to come. And I'm gonna say this, y'all. Even though I don't like Alora, I do not. I think she is too damn grown. I think she lacks some discipline. I did a video about that. But I will say this: she gets her mother together, and she asks her if at the event there's going to be juice. She was like, no, I'm talking about real juice and no alcohol. I need about fail the fuck out. See, I'm gonna say this: two things. One, this is the second time in a 2-week span that we have had a child get their parents together about drinking. So apparently Toya's son told her no more mommy juice, and now Laura is telling her mother no alcohol. So again, y'all be thinking these kids are dumb and that they don't know, but they do. Okay, that was the first one. Damn it, what the fuck was the second one? I always do that. I always have another point and I just forget it. Oh well, guess it wasn't important. But yeah, got her ass together. Alright, so what else we got? So Nomad, Toya she's gung-ho about doing it. All I want to say about that is some of what she was pitching to her husband, is understandable if they're doing, at-home services. IV infusions. I can totally fucking see that. Especially, for those clientele who really like to get fucked up and got the money for that and the money to get a motherfucking IV. That ain't shit, y'all. Hell, I mean shit. Real talk, a fucking IV infusion, you really don't even need a fucking doctor for that. You can just have a motherfucking nurse. You feel what I'm saying? You can have, dare I say it, a motherfucking intern. Because all you gotta do is just roll the fuck up in there. And if anything, if you don't trust that intern to, do it, go ahead, stick the person, bandage that person up, and pretty much be like, alright, when you done, alright, peace, holla back, thank you for your services, move on to the next thing. Botox, I mean, look where they're at. Granted, they're not in California, but they're in ATL. Just a whole quick wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and leave. And, even with that, if I'm not mistaken, Botox, what, 10 to 15,000 a pop? So I can see what she means. The only thing that I didn't like is, it's like, to bring more money in. Because how much money did, Nomad bring into this house? But here's the thing, boo-boo. What money are you bringing into the house? Like I said, he is sustaining y'all. But see, she wants to keep up with the Joneses and shit. Okay? And it's one of those where, again, she need to get right quick. Because I'm going to say that, you know what? I'm gonna say that for the end. If I'm gonna have to turn this into a rant at the very end. All right, moving on. So a doctor's lunch. You got lies I tell. You have Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie at lunch, and you know what? This is what I saw right here. It was beautiful, and this is one of the 2 times I saw in this episode, because you can see that Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, they have a legit friendship. But you can see the chemistry between those two, how they joke around with each other. And again, Dr. Simone gave me my life when she was sitting here, reenacting what happened at the damn strip club. I was like, you know what? And Jack was just like, you just trying to make me jealous. I wasn't that. She's like, nah, I just want to tell you what happened. But it was funny. I laughed. And I was here for it. What else? Strip club talk. Okay, so Dern, Dr. Dern, come in to talk to Lisa, and he comes in to give her a kiss, and she kiss right here, and she does this right there. I'm just like, either you on that fuck shit, or you playing this shit up too much for TV. And they talking about it, and she was just like, apparently she didn't like how the shit played out, because she's mad because she snapped on Jill in defense of him. And he even told her, just like, shit, you should have called me first before you popped off saying and doing any motherfucking thing. Because apparently she felt bad that she went in on Jill. The fuck you did. The fuck you did. And, she was just like, when I asked you what happened, you lied to me and just said you went out and got some food. He was like, they got good food there. Apparently his brothers had came into town or something like that, stopped there, and they invited him out. And she was even saying that, apparently they had talked about this, I guess early on in their relationship. And he was like, well, I didn't know if this was a death sentence, that it was just, I would never go to a strip club. Because she was saying that, I guess men of God or something like that, no, God-fearing men do not go to strip clubs. And he was pretty much telling her, that's your opinion. She's like, well, my husband doesn't go to strip clubs. Obviously he fucking does. But, and here's the thing, nope, not gonna say it again. I want to say that all for the end. Alright, so the Heavenly's Angels shit. So they start out with first and foremost, it's cute. Heavenly's Angels, I'm sorry. But it's one of those where it's just like, Lauren already told her everything ain't about you, and she makes everything about her. So these are your angels. Okay. Like I said, I mean, a little bit of modesty, a little bit of something, humility, modesty would actually do wonders for her. But apparently every girl that was on stage with her, with the exception of one, had a purpose for being up there. So for Toya, she did a reenactment. She called her, what she called her? Then she called her a whore or something like that. Then she called her a gold digger. And she was like, and Toya was like, I must be good at what I do. And Heavenly was like, well, I called her that, and she took it well. I mean, it's probably not the first time she been called that. She took it well. And I'm just like, again, y'all, if y'all just watch the show, again, the comedic relief, if it's not a Laura, it's Dr. Heavenly. That's it. That's the comedic relief. But again, she is so fucking shady. And I don't know if I said this in the video already, but I hope and pray that as they watching this, when the reunion comes, because I don't know if they taped it yet, I'm telling you, I'm hoping that Dr. Jackie, at a minimum, gets her ass together. And I mean gets that ass together. She ain't got a skull drag, but I want her to get that ass together. Because again, my whole thing is this: you can be bold on what the fuck you say, but say it to the person's face. Especially when there's so much time and opportunity to do it. But you want to be a fucking confessional thug. What else? So Lisa Nicole walks in, and conveniently enough, Heavily brings up cheating. What would you do if your man cheated, this, that, and the third? And when she brought it up, Dr. Simone is like, shit. And people want to say, Simone was doing the most shit. When she fucking brought the shit up, my motherfucking mouth dropped just like, ooh, you messy bitch. Like, that's all I was fucking thinking of. Just like, you messy as fuck for that shit. I mean, it's good TV. I was fucking here for her. And, Lisa eventually stood up and said her piece. And, Heavily, the confessional though, just like, well, who else better to talk about, infidelity than, Lisa Nicole, I mean, because her husband did cheat 3 times. I'm just like, and now, I'm going to say this before I forget. Dr. Heavenly, her shit ain't all spick and span, y'all. See, she's one of those motherfuckers that's very insecure. Okay, like I said, I mean, I done peeped this shit a long time ago, because the fact that she has something to say about everybody, it's deflection. She wants to deflect. She don't want you to sit here and look at all the flaws and all of what goes wrong in her damn household. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna try to shed light on everybody else shit, so you don't sit here and look at the shit that's going on in my life. I didn't saw her ass from a mile of motherfucking away. I hope y'all done saw the shit. But any fucking way. Alright, so they break for a moment. Jill pull Lisa off to the side. They rehash the whole strip club thing, and Lisa pretty much tells her, what it was. So Jill's looking at her like, okay, so I'm expecting an apology. She don't get one. And it throws Jill off. My whole thing is this: if that's how the fuck you failed Jill, you should have said now. Probably not then. But she could have easily just been like, well, I do think that I probably deserve an apology, seeing as how you can. And I mean, again, you can sit here and talk to somebody and you ain't got to sit here and clown. But she was like, I'm very defensive about things that are close to me, my family, my husband, my this, my that. And here's the thing, we all are. But again, I'm trying to figure out how much of this shit is actually fucking genuine. Or are you just, trying to turn up to, keep a spot for next fucking season? I don't know. So then they come back together, and Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie discuss condom usage, and Dr. Heavily brought up the oral, and some people don't consider it sex, and it was just like Dr. Simone said it best: you can still contract STDs from having oral sex, and sex is in the name. And Dr. Heavily was like, well, I know about that department. I'm hoping she's talking about her dentistry. I really do. But it was just like, okay, you doing too much. And then, after they put the condom on the banana, because they were using that to, be the penis, she is doing this and flirting and whatnot. And I'm just sitting back just like, your fucking daughter is there. If I'm not mistaken, her daughter was on the stage to the left, or if you're watching off to the right of the screen. But again, all these women think they are motherfucking parents of the year. And they not. Alright. So, Nomad Part 2. So, Dr. Eugene brings one of his partners. I think he's like one of the other business heads of Nomad. And allows him to pretty much formally interview Toya, which is good because you don't want anything to seem very one side, or you're just hiring this person because this is your wife, so having somebody else to do it. And he asked her, what would she change? She's like, well, I would do a survey. And I mean, he kind of got her together, because it was like, that was good, but in that sense, that's not what the fuck I asked you. I asked, what would you change, not what you would do first coming in. Again, you gotta listen to what the fuck somebody's saying to you. But I mean, she played her case, and now she's an official member. And Eugene Haven said in the confessional was like, you never did marketing, but you was good in sales. I'm sorry, y'all. The first thing I thought was wholesales. I'm sorry. That's just where my mind, went to. I'm just saying, my bad. But I just want to put that out there. Alright, so the show ends, but I'm not done. But the show ends with Mariah and Quad. This right here was the other thing that made me smile. Again, we saw the dynamics between Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. We get to see these two before they meet up. Dr. G is on Facebook and sees the news about Mariah, that she and Dr. Aiden were in the hospital. So Dr. G encourages Quad to reach out to Mariah, because they used to be friends. And like I said, it is what it is. This is something that's tragic, and she's probably going to need somebody. Now she goes over there to see Mariah. I'm gonna say this: she was giving it to me, fine to the motherfucker. And she pretty much says that they found out that they was pregnant, found out that there was twins, and then all of a sudden they were miscarrying, and it was something that was difficult for them to deal with. So Quad's there, she's talking, and she's trying to deliver the waterworks. And I was so hit from Mariah. She was just like, she wanted to cry, but she couldn't squeeze a tear out. She was like, it was stuck. I'm sitting here just like, I'm telling you, I think that was probably the best part of the month, like just to have Mariah back. And it's one of those where I don't know if she knew it, but I guess it's one of those where if this is the only time they gonna have me on this damn show, I'ma give it to y'all for this little bit of time. And she did. She really did. And Mariah wanted, she pretty much told Quad, like, I wanted you to be at the hospital when you found out. She's like, well, I didn't know what hospital you was at, and she gave her one of those, just like, Quad pretty much kind of did the whole, after she said it, she knew that she didn't fucked up, just like, well, I just want to apologize for, anything that I did. And it was just like, because she even made mention of the fact that Mariah had apologized. And the fact that I apologize for anything, that's one of those which is like, you need a whole lot of fuck shit. But instead of being a grown ass adult and saying, you know what? I did this, I did this, I did this, and I did that. And for those things, I apologize. Rather than the whole, for whatever I did. Because that's really not an apology. And trust when I say, Mariah ain't one that she gonna sit here and throw shade in a confessional. Throwing shade all up in her face, just like when she was talking about Lisa. She like, not your bestie. She was like, cause you done went, you done brought her back from the grave. I think she said dirty, I think she said dead boots or some shit like that. Literally just reading her ass. And Quad was like, I'm gonna let her, do it because it's her house. But this is what I will more or less say is. And let me go back to the first page. I swear if I don't see it, I'm gonna forget. I find it to be funny that Quad did everything to get the girls to be against Mariah. Now, that happened. This is your true fucking friend that you've known for years. So you finna let the 15 minutes of fame destroy that. So now we fast forward to this season. She done fell out with Lisa Nicole. She has seen how Lisa was trying to get the girls on Lisa's side. And now she's starting to see that some of the girls are, for what it's worth, turning their back on her. More or less right now, Dr. Heavily and Toya, Tacky. Those two have pretty much already picked their sides. So it's one of those where it's so funny that you did all this to get the girls against you, but now 3 of the 5 remaining women are not on your damn side. And now I'm going to end this with a rant and I'm going to talk about the husbands. And not really talk about the husbands per se, but talk about the wives and their damn husbands. So let me write down the names of the ladies so I don't forget. Alright, Dr. Jackie. real talk. She has, in my opinion, she has best in relationship. She does. The only issue that they have is that she wants a child, and she's not able to bear one. That's it. That's all. That is the only problem that they have. And the reality is, I think it was my girl, my big sis, Lady Nika, sub says, she pretty much said, no. Well, me and her really talked about it too, but actually it was Miss Squeak, but that's my sis too. Pretty much said, hell, they too busy, to even have the drama. Or it's just like, they so busy working, they ain't got time to be sitting here arguing, doing all this, back and forth type shit, but they are grown and very, very mature. And even though we have not seen her husband, but once this season, again, you can still see, that they are just two very mature adults, and I love their relationship. I love their dynamic. So Dr. Jackie's good. Dr. Simone, she needs some work. Not the words, but she needs some work. The way that she talks to Cecil sometimes is so fucked up. Her buying an expensive ass car and not even talking to Cecil about it is blatant fucking disrespect, especially when it was his money holding down the family last fucking season. Wasn't hers. Yeah, you want to sit here and spend yours and his to buy a car that is for you. And he even tried to tell her, you keep on doing what you're doing, acting where you acting, I'ma leave. And she pretty much told him, you could just go. And here's the thing, real talk. Sometimes when motherfuckers be joking, the truth be in the motherfucking joke. So she gonna have to change it up. Cause I mean, here's the thing: both of them can be successful apart. They can, but it's gonna hurt her. It's gonna hurt her if they split. It's gonna destroy her more than it's gonna destroy him. The most that's gonna happen to him is that they're probably going to give the children to Dr. Simone, and if I'm not mistaken, she's done some drinking on the show too, and certain things have been documented. So more or less, Cecil seems to be the more stable one. So he might get the kids. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Moving on to Dr. Heavily. Here's the thing: her shit is starting to crumble. Because if you recall, I think it was last episode, if not the episode before, where she had dinner with her husband. And she's sitting here trying to tell him how she wants to branch out and do her own little thug thizzle, and he looking at her like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And it's one of those where you've already committed yourself to this type of lifestyle, of servitude and submissiveness. This is what you've dedicated yourself to. You can't sit here and want to I mean, you can, but the fact that you want to change up this far into the game, really. And he even telling, like, but if he have to sit here and tell you that you ain't taking care of home, you might want to take care of home before you sit here and start trying to fix somebody else's motherfucking home. And I'm gonna get off the husbands, talk about the children right quick. First and foremost, I'm pretty sure she has a very strange relationship with her boys. Very strange. Like I said, I mean, I sense something that ain't nothing good. And then with your daughter, she just has the slickest motherfucking mouth in the world. Like I said, she's very intelligent, and I'll give her that. But why she's so concerned about trying to sit here and mentor other people, trying to get everybody else together and all this other shit, she need to be getting her own shit together. Real motherfucking talk. And again, if a split happens, I don't think that Dr. Damon, I think that's the name, Damon, is gonna be hurting at all. Now, Miss Tacky Ass, I'm gonna say this: these last 3 women, they are at high risk of losing their damn men. Tacky, the first one, the way she talks to her husband is as if he's a fucking child. But see, I'm gonna be honest, he's nothing but a cash register to her. That is it. And what is so funny is she is the only wife that ain't got shit for herself. All of the other wives have something that they can fall back on. Every last one. She's the only one that ain't got shit. And now she's part of Nomad. Here's the reality shit. Your husband's one of the heads. If y'all fucking break up, he could easily say, you fired. In terms of who get the kids, boo-boo, he getting the kids. The shit's already documented. You on this motherfucking show acting a plump fool. You sitting here getting into a fight with Mariah on season 1. You sitting here doing all these stringing, and the fact that you even confessed that your son told you can't have no more mommy juice, and you clearly said what mommy juice is. I think her son, if not touching the oven, about to hop in the fucking oven, just running outside, doing all this crazy shit. So he divorces you. Okay, you go get you get some alimony, probably, but you're not getting custody of the kids. But you getting alimony, but you don't have to pay child support, which means that that's probably going to be the difference of what you would need to pay him since he has kids. And all he has to do is just sit here and show this footage in court, and it's already been televised. Fuck Toya. Alright, Lisa. I'm gonna keep this shit real simple. He didn't he didn't cheat it 3 times. And you know this. If you allow his past to continue to resurface in your present, and it's not because it's other people. Because here's the thing. If you know, like I said, if you honest about your shit, can't nobody throw shit in your damn face. And I've briefly used this, but I'm gonna say this: our lives are like a fucking vehicle, like a car. You have that rear view mirror. It is small for a reason, because what you're looking at is your fucking past. And when you're driving, how often do you look in that rear view? You don't. she needs to keep all this shit in her fucking review. Okay? And stop allowing other people to bring this into her present. Point blank in the fucking period. And if you haven't gotten over it, then get the fuck over it by whatever means. Therapy, whatever the fuck it is. If not, leave his ass. Because you're not helping him, you're not helping yourself. But back to the car. You have the present. The present is the inside of the car. The inside of the car is vastly bigger than that rear view. But what is grand is looking forward out the windshield. Because you see a big ass picture. That is the future, and that's what you need to be looking at, and that's what you need to be driving towards. But as long as she is sitting here focusing on, the rearview mirror and the past, it is a car wreck waiting to happen. And I'm gonna have to ask her to get her shit be fucked together. And if there's anybody who knows Lisa Nicole, whatever, can y'all please send her this damn video? I don't give a fuck if she like me or not, but I'm just sitting here speaking real motherfucking shit. And if you sitting here selling your damn life story for a fucking storyline or for some fucking coins, I hope it's worth it, because you tarnishing your motherfucking brand too. And last but not least, Quad. She's hurting herself and she's hurting her husband. If you love him, if you truly love him, you will make sacrifices for him. Because I can tell that he made sacrifices for her. All he wants is a child. That's it. Now here's the reality. If she's not willing to give him a child that she bears, surrogate mother. Make her sign the papers, steal your child. But your dogs are your children. Okay? And then the fact that you're out here embarrassing, because she embarrassed the fuck out of her husband last season, and she's doing it now, and he's trying to put this into perspective. You can't be fucking doing that, because here's the thing. Before you, all he had was his name, and yeah, he had a good one. You feel me? So he can drop her ass like a bad motherfucking habit and be good without her. Okay, and honestly, I really do feel that she's like Toya. She's with him for the name and the money. But unlike Toya, I'm pretty sure Quad whole thing is, once I get to that point where I'm good and I'm Gucci, I can go ahead and I can leave. But my whole thing is this, her being selfish, all I can say is this. If the relationship ever goes south, she better hope and pray that she's done everything right by him. Because again, what you do is what you get back. And she better hope that, the next man that she gets, if her divorce fails, she better hope that he don't sit here and hit her ass with the same 1-2 that she been hitting her husband with. Alright, y'all, with that being said, that was my recap. That was my rant. I did my best to not get too into it. I think if I would have had a drink, I would have been able to deliver. I tried to get a drink later on, like not that long ago. Come to find out where we went to, they stopped serving or stopped allowing you to buy liquor at 11 at night. I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? And it was 11:10. I was mad as hell. Mad as hell. I was just like, ain't this about a bitch? But maybe it's a good thing, because I probably would have been turned the fuck up on this video. But all that being said, you guys, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. All my social media information is in the description box down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was long, so I gave you more than what this bullshit actually gave me. So until next time, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.